Welcome to TheAccountSolutions. This channel is dedicated to bring you solutions to your everyday tasks in areas of bookkeeping, business administration, accounting, and taxation. If you like what you are doing here, kindly click on the subscription button and support us. Enjoy the rest of this tutorial. Welcome back. This is a continuation of the video tutorial for our template, the return on investment tracker with Excel VBA. So let's look at the investment or investors details again. So we can see that I'm trying to make this very easy for us to look at. Let's filter down. I want to select some names. Let me check this name. These are the ones we added during this video tutorial, so we can see it in a clear picture. So I have two investments that I've closed out. Okay, once it's closed out, on the 14th of December, when you generate your daily payment, they will not appear for ROI payment because it's closed out. There's no how they will appear for the payment because you've closed out this investment. Now, but something interesting happening here. ROI due is 0, but investment to repay is 20 million, 25 million. That means we are still owing these two amounts. So as long as we've not paid back this money to the investors, it will still be on the system as we are owing them this money. So let's look at three issues now. Let's say that Sidon Luke wants to roll over this money. What it just means is wants to reinvest the money, just to reinvest the money. Now, even if the investor is rolling over the investment to a new investment or taking his or her money back, you must write off this 20 million. It's very important because each investment will have a new investment number. So you have to write off this 20 million. So I'm going to show you how to just do that. So let's say Sidon Luke wants to reinvest as rollover, but you don't mean it wants to terminate. You don't mean it want his money back. You want the money back. And Be Wise wants to top up. Okay, so we have three scenarios here. The first, Sidon Luke wants to reinvest the amount as rollover, while You don't mean it want to terminate, take the money back. You've paid all the ROI due back. Why Be Wise, no darling, wants to top up the investment, want to increase the investment from 8 million to, let's say, 12 million by adding additional 4 million. So let's explain first of all how to roll over an investment. Back to start. What do I need to do? First of all, before you roll over, you must close out that previous investment. You have to close out. So go back to start. You go to enter payments made. Now, this is just a way of writing off the amount that you want to roll over from the former investment to a new investment. So today is 14th of November. I'll type the date, 14th November 20. Now the payee type is investor, payment type is investment rollover. Investment rollover. And the investment ID is this, the investment number. So you will see the amount to pay is 20 million. Now, using the word paid doesn't mean you've paid the money back to the investor, just a way of writing off this particular amount from this investment number. It means you've rolled it over into a new investment. So just type 20 million. So let's also do the same for you don't mean it, want to terminate, 14th November 20. Investor, this time around, investment payback. It means this investor wants to take the capital back, wants to terminate the investment entirely. So you enter the investment number. If you know the investment number, you can select from the list. Otherwise, just type it here or copy and paste. But you have to put the exact investment number. You can see the investment amount to repay is 25 million. So you type 25 million there. So what these two transactions mean is that this investment number is we are removing this amount from this number to show that the investment is due, has been closed out completely, but we didn't pay the money to the investor. It was being rolled over or reinvested. Why this means that this has been closed out from the investment and we've paid the investor back the money. Okay, so once you are sure of that, you record payments. Okay, let's go back to the investment details. So refresh again. You must refresh. Once you enter new data, you must refresh. Okay, so investors details. Now we can see from here we have these two investors. No more amount to repay. So everything is now zero because we've closed out these two investments. They are due and they've been closed out completely. Okay, so when you finish paying all the ROI, you must ensure you close out the investment amount from this investment and now reinvest it or give it back to the investor. So our interest now is on Sidon Luke, who reinvested the 20 million again. So what you need to do, you go back to start and you create a new investment. The rollover is a new investment. So the investor's ID is SDI. Look for it, SDI. The amount is 20 million and the date of investment is 14th 11, that's today. Duration, let's say, is for just 3 months. ROI is 6 10, or let's look at 6 months period. 6 months period. Commission, there is no commission on rollover based on this system, but if you choose to give commission on rollover, then it's left for you. But I will assume there is no commission on rollover since it's not a new investor, this is an existing investor. So just put 0. You must put something here, 0. Then the ref, there's no need for the ref, but if you want to just choose any ref, it's not left for you. Just put any ref there. Account officer, choose any, but just to explain what we are doing. Okay, so now it's good to put the ref of the person that brought the investor initially and the account officer managing the account, except the staff is no more in your employment. Otherwise, just make sure you put data in all these cells. Okay, that is how you roll over the investment. So you add this. Okay, now let's go back to our investment details. So you can see, let's zoom this to look at Sidon Look. Sidon Look now has 2 investments. This one is closed out while one is running. You can see one closed out on November 14 today. One will close out in 6 months time, 14th May. So you can see 2 of them. These are 2 investments under Sidon Look. You can see them. Why one ROI have been cleared, the other one ROI is yet to be cleared. So we are owing this ROI, this investment. Total ROI plus investment owing is 32 million. Total ROI plus investment we are owing is 32 million naira. That is how you roll over an investment. You have to close out the old investment and you also roll over. So if you have any confusion, refer back to the clip on how you roll over an investment and you clear the confusion you are having. But we can see this investor now have 2 investments. One is closed out and one is still running. Next is to look at how to top up. So let's go back to the details again. We want to top up for Be Wise, no dulling. Okay, now the way this template works, every additional capital is assumed to be an investment, so it will have a different investment number. But the trick is, if the investor is topping up on existing investment to terminate on the same day with the old investment. Let's look at the status first. Let me explain with the status. So we have Be Wise No Darling. You see, Be Wise has 6 months maturity period for the investment, and we've paid her 4 months already. I mean, there are 2 more months left to be paid. Today is 14th of November. We paid the last ROI today. So we have 14th December and January 14th to pay. Now today, she wants to top up this 800,000 naira, this 8 million naira. She wants to add additional 2 or 4 million naira to make it 12 million. Okay? Now you have to enter the start date to be 14th of November, not 14th of when she started the investment, but to terminate on 14th of what? January. So to just be 2 months investment. Get it? She had 6 months investment timeline, and we've paid only 4 months. So you have to now add 2 months to the new top up she wants to do. So let's go to start to our investment platform and see how to do that. Back here, create new investment. So I'm going to create that. The ID is Be Wise. I'll look for it. So Bell, not this one. This is the ID. The amount to top up is 4 million. Investment date is today, 14. That's the date she was topping up. Please ensure that your investors must top up on the date of their ROI payment. For clarity and consistency sake, they must top up on the day of their ROI payment. So the ROI payment is due every 14th. They must top up on that date. Duration is not 6 months, please. If you put 6 months, you are going to give this person extra 4 months. It is 2 months because you've already paid ROI for 4 months and you have 2 months left. So this top up will expire on the same date of the existing investment. ROI is still 10%. It has to be the same percentage of ROI for the old one. Now, no commission. Put the ref, find that same ref. I just put any name here for us to move on. Just find that ref, the account officer of your investment, and put. Once you've done that, you add investment or top up. Just click OK. Now let's go back to our investment details and see how that is working for us. Now if you see here now, look at Be Wise No Darling. Let's just take unlock to filter. Let's just take only Be Wise. Let's take only Be Wise and just type Be Wise here. Now look at Be Wise. Be Wise has 2 investments. The first one will expire 14th of January. Second one the same date. This is a top up. They are both running 8 million, 4 million. So we've paid ROI on this. We have ROI stand. So at the end of the period, you are only paying them for this one for 2 months. Okay, Wise has 2 months to go. So you want to check this. Let's generate payment for 14th December. You will see these 2 investments will come out. Mark the numbers. They will come out. ROI that are due for 14th of December. That's the next payment date. Let's go back to start and go generate payment due any date. So we'll type 14th December 20 and generate data. You can see Be Wise No Darling has 2 here. He has 2 here. The same account number, but look at the figures: 800, 400. These are the 2. This is the initial investment. This is the top up that she has done. So you are paying her 2 ROIs based on the investment and the top up. The difference here is that the top up must start today. The top up should not start on the date of the first investment. It should start today, and you will add only the months remaining to close out the initial investment. That's 2 months. That is the difference here. Otherwise, it's treated as a new investment. You can see Be Wise No Darling has 2 payments here, one for the initial capital and also one for the top up. Remember, the top up must start from the date of this last ROI paid, and the month selected must be the month that is due for the old investment or the old capital to be repaid. So you have to be very sure of that particular one. So let's go back to start and let's check our investment status. You see, go down, you see don't look. Be Wise has 6 months, 4 months due. This one is just 2 months. We've not paid anyone yet. We'll pay the first one in December. So you can see both have 61 days to maturity. You can see all about Be Wise, no dulling. So that's how you do a top up for an investment. All right, thank you for following us through the series. These videos are showing you how to use our investment tracker. Again, you can view all payments at the payment reports. Come here, refresh. Okay, we have all the payments on all the investments. There are much. You just unlock to filter. If you look here, you see investors ID, you will see investors name, you will see investor status. They all have formulas there. So just click on any investment number if you have the number offhand, or you come to this place and search for an investment number. You can just type in any number. Let's say 440884. You can see the number there. Enter. So you see the investment ID. So who has this investment? See the ID number. This is the investor's name, and this is the status is running. So we've paid the rev to commission, and we've paid only to ROI for that particular investment. So you can have an account statement for all your investors. Okay, so you can just type here and search for it, or you use this slicer here and just select. You can scroll down and select all investment. Click anyone here. It will change the details by your left hand side. Investors ID, investors name, investment status running. So you can see all of them. This one is closed. Lucas Mitchell, we've paid the commission to the account, to the ref. We've paid 3 ROI, and we've paid investment back to the investor. So this person did not roll over. The money was paid back to the investor. So that's how you check all this stuff. Okay, how you check all this stuff. I hope this tutorial will enable you to use the demo that we sent to you. If you have any confusion, any question, feel free to send us an email, to clarify any confusion you have. Again, this can be further customized to suit your need. However, you can buy this template the way it is, and it will work perfectly well for you. It's not available on our free template website. You have to send an email to us on the email address displayed on the screen, and you demand for a demo. We'll send a demo across to you. You will use it, try your hand, play with it, see the video again, play with it, and then we can also talk on how to further customize this for you if it does not suit all your needs in your business. And if it does suit your needs, then we can discuss on how to send your own version to you. The version will have your logo on all the sheets. Send your logo across to us, and we'll put your logo on all the sheets. Put your logo just to add some bit of design to the software. Add your logos to the various sheets on this workbook. Okay. All right, thank you, and have a wonderful day ahead.